Hey guys, it's Shadow, and I play Mark Campbell. If you like listening to our games, consider supporting us on Patreon. More patrons directly increase the quality and quantity of the games that we play. Go to patreon.com/critfail to support us. Thanks!
And you find a small one-story building. It looks like a farm sort of house. It has a fence around it that is about 6 foot high with barbed wire around the top that leans outwards to make climbing difficult. It has a large steel gate which is open. There is a large single-story barn, and the lights are off.
What do you think this place is?
No idea.
It looks kinda like a farm, but there wouldn't be a farm in the woods. And it doesn't look like they want people getting in, but the gate's open. Well, should we go take a look? I guess?
Be hiding in the house.
I guess, but there's no lights on or anything.
It might not have power?
Sort of reminds me of the Three Little Pigs.
How?
Dillon will head out in front and walk through the gate.
Alright, Lizzie's following with the flashlight.
Wayne is also following?
As will Mark.
Well, should we check the house and then the barn?
Or one of us check the barn and the others check the house.
There's only one flashlight.
I don't think we should split up.
Okay, we'll check the barn first.
Okay.
Well, if there's no lights on in the house, then obviously no one's home.
But there might not have any power.
Well, even if they had no power, you would think that they would have candles.
If the hiker's hiding in the house because he just found it, I doubt he would have brought candles.
Well, then why would the house not have power?
Look, I don't know. I don't live here.
It's not like as if he turns a light on, the bear's going to know that he's inside.
Alright, well, we can check the barn first if you want.
No. We'll check the house first.
Either way.
Lizzie, which one is it? Are we going to go to the barn first or are we going to the house first?
I don't care.
Well,
You said-
obviously you care because when
No, I
said
don't.
we're going to the barn, you said something about the house. So
I only said...
we should check the house first.
I didn't say we shouldn't. It doesn't matter. Okay, we can check the house.
Well, it does matter because if we check the barn first and there's someone in the house, they might think we're trying to break into the barn. They'll come out and shoot us.
Okay,
If
fine,
we
then
check
we'll
the
check
house
the house.
first.
We'll check the house.
We check the
think if
house
anyone-
first, there might be someone in the barn thinking we're robbing them and come out and shoot us.
Lizzie's gonna go try and open the house door.
It opens.
And she will walk inside.
Shouldn't we knock first, Lizzie?
No. Too late.
Hello?
It feels unlived in. That feeling when you walk into a house that hasn't had any life in it for a while.
Nicholas? Or Barky?
Barky! Here, Barky, Barky, Barky.
What would be the living room is got a table, a sofa, a chair, a large bookcase.
Well, I guess we'd better have a look around. Alright, I'll be right back. I'm just grabbing water.
And Lizzie goes to the kitchen. And there is running water.
And Dillon will flick the light switch on.
And lights come on.
So Dillon is just standing at the bookshelves. And he calls out to Lizzie. Hey, Lizzie,
Yeah?
come have a look at this.
Okay. And she will walk over to where Dillon is and look at whatever he is indicating.
What do you see here?
What does she
And-
see there?
Books.
Books?
Lots of books on...
A bunch of math books?
Yeah. Okay, so they're math books. Anyway. But you notice everywhere else,
Uh-huh.
and he leans down and swipes his finger along the floor and shows you dust in the light that's on his finger. But the books don't have any dust on them.
Someone's still using them?
I don't know.
Well, either someone's coming and cleaning specifically the books, or someone's still using them. Or they're weird dust repellent books, but I don't know about that. Whoever is reading these knows a lot about math. 'Cause that's all really, really, really hard math.
So, why would the books be clean, but the rest of the house is all dusty?
If someone's coming back just to read them? But then I don't know why they wouldn't just take them with them.
You mentioned that the books have all been read recently.
Well, maybe. They're not dusty, is the thing.
Hello? Is anyone there?
Did you hear something?
No, but I figure maybe the person reading them is still here.
I think they would have come out by now.
Yeah, they would have
Yeah,
heard us.
probably.
Well, should we look in the barn?
I guess. Is there a room here?
Well, there's a
Single
bedroom.
story. Okay, we can have a look at the bedroom and the bathroom.
Okay. Lizzie will go have a quick look in the bedroom.
Very functional. It looks more like a hotel room. Like the way the sheets are very basic, very standard, and very tightly folded.
And I've got absolutely no way of knowing, I'm guessing, if anyone slept there recently.
Well, the bed doesn't. The bed looks like if you walked into a hotel room that you have just arrived at.
Okay. Is there any dust on the bed?
Not on the bed.
Alright, alright.
No dust on
Well,
the
not
bed.
a lot. It's a thin, very thin, if there is.
There's not a lot of dust on the bed either, so someone might be sleeping here? The bed's made, though.
Hmm.
What other rooms are there?
Bathroom?
Again, it feels more like a hotel room. Like there's not anything that you find that you would expect in a house that is actually a house. The medicine cabinet's empty. Everything's neat. There's some towels that are folded. There's cleaning agents and stuff like that underneath the sink. There's soap in the shower, and it's still wrapped. A single soap wrapped. That does say DARPA
On the soap?
on the soap. Well, not on the soap, but on the soap
But
wrapper.
on the... Yeah. I don't know if there's anything else in here. It's all very... Well, it's all very clean except for where there's dust.
So, what do you think then?
Check the barn?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Lizzie's gonna head out to the barn.
Okay. As you're walking across, you notice that the barn has black panels on top of the roof. And as you come around the front, the two large doors are open. One is hanging off one of its hinges, which has been torn out of the wall. And in the center of the barn, towards the back, is a big metal ring. It is slightly damaged at the top. It is dented and pushed upwards, but not broken. And it looks like a big pool of water, which is vertical. And it is humming quietly.
What is that?
I don't know. It kind of looks like something broke out of the barn, too. But they wouldn't be keeping bears in a barn, right?
Doesn't make a lot of sense.
Whatever that thing is, it's probably not good. Right? I mean, if it's DARPA stuff.
Oh, the pool of water's inside the ring.
Correct. And it's vertical.
Oh, vertical.
It's like a standing circle up with what looks
The
like water in the middle.
water
It
is
might not
vertical.
really be water. We don't know if it's water.
Right.
It looks like water.
Yeah. It's shimmering. It looks like water. It looks like pooled water, but it is up, not floor.
And it's sort of humming.
And there's a hum coming from it.
Would I recognize it from any sci-fi?
No. Not specifically, anyway. It doesn't look quite like that. The water kind of does, but the ring obviously doesn't. The ring, it's just that's the closest.
It's
sort
not
of,
literally a Stargate.
right. Exactly right. It's an upright ring with that shimmering pool of water, sort of thing.
Lizzie's gonna shine the flashlight at it to see if she can get a better look.
And it looks a little jury-rigged. It doesn't look like... What you've seen of DARPA is very experimental, but very what you'd expect of a government facility.
And this doesn't look...
This
up to
doesn't
snuff.
look like a... Yeah, it doesn't look like garage stuff, but it does look a little bit more put together. The light reflects on the water like she would expect it to. It does not react in any way to the light.
What do we do? Like, we shouldn't touch it, right?
I don't know. It looks weird, like you could swim in it, but
I don't think we should try. Probably.
is there anything...
Are you gonna throw something at it?
How'd you know I was going to throw something at it?
You look like you're looking for something to throw at it.
Well, obviously. You said don't go and swim in it, so...
Lizzie had the hiker's backpack because Wayne gave it to her. She will pull a granola bar out and hand it to Dillon.
And Dillon lines up like in a baseball stance with side on, brings it up to his chest, shakes his head, nods, and then does a wind-up pitch and throws the granola bar at the middle of the ring.
It went in.
Yeah, I think it's gone.
I mean, do you think the hiker or the dog could have gone in there?
Maybe. Funny place to hide. What's that, Lizzie?
What?
Are you looking at a spider?
Just a little concerned about some web. Anyway.
Dillon will walk up to the thing next to Mark and he's curious. Is it like the water is like bloop, 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 or is it just... Is there any sounds or anything like that?
A faint hum. The water looks very blue. It does not look putrid or swampy or anything like that.
Alright, Dillon will stick his tongue out and stick his tongue onto the blue water.
What are you doing?
What?
Dillon!
You! Why did he do that?
Should we go after him?
I guess we can't. I mean, what else do? We can't just leave. I'd say maybe we could just, like, try sticking our hands through and pull him back in, but it looked like as soon as he touched it, he got pulled through, so I guess that wouldn't work.
Wait, I've got an idea. Let's grab, like, a stick or something. Put that through. He can grab onto the stick on the other side, and we can pull him back.
You can try. Where's a stick?
Aren't we near a forest?
We're in one, but, well, we're specifically in a barn, which is in a compound, which is in a forest. There's not any sticks on the ground.
I'll be right back. And Mark runs out of the barn.
Wayne is pacing.
Lizzie is staring at the thing and trying to decide whether she should wait for Mark to get back or just try going through weird portal things.
And Mark returns like 2 minutes later. Runs back with a long stick.
Okay, well, gonna try it.
Give it a shot.
Okay.
And Mark will push the stick through the water. Mark goes to push the stick into the water, and as soon as it touches, the stick is violently yanked out of Mark's hand, and throws him off balance. And he's kind of wobbling there on one foot, kind of pinwheeling his arms, trying not to touch the water. But as he's spinning his arms, trying to rebalance, his hand grazes the water, and he's also pulled in. Lizzie?
Wayne, I
You
don't know
just
what
go-
you're gonna do, but I'm gonna just. Yeah, we better go see. And Lizzie's just gonna go stick her hand on the water.
Wayne will hesitantly touch the water.
So, you feel a terrifying sensation of like going deep into an ocean. It almost feels like you're just going straight down through water at a very high rate of speed. And it gets darker and darker and darker really quickly as it almost feels like water, where the light gets refracted out of the water the deeper you go. And then just when it gets pitch black and breathing is difficult, it's like the entire universe reveals itself and every star is suddenly there, and then you are ripped through what feels like space, and then you open your eyes and you're looking at a darkening sky. It looks very pretty. Like, the sheer amount of stars is staggering. And this isn't new. You've all seen astronomy stuff. You've done astronomy at school. You know that the city lights remove most of that. There is no light other than a very faint glow and the hum behind you, which then goes and the water disappears. Above you is this night sky. It's dusk, so it's starting to, but you can tell that there must be no main light sources around. You can hear the beasts and the birds, although they sound a bit unusual and different to what you're used to. You're not really sure how to describe it. Around you is a very simple camp. What looked like a campfire and some stuff like that. A couple of DARPA boxes. You are struggling, though, in a way to breathe. The smells and the air is really pure. You've never breathed air like this before. And while it tastes so much better, it's actually making anyone who failed would be bad. You're almost getting the bends. everyone who succeeded is definitely, though, getting dizzy.
And we're just lying on the ground?
You're just laying on the ground. It's cool. It feels like grass. It doesn't feel weird. Everything is what you'd expect. Greens and browns. There's no weird colour for the sky. The grass isn't, some strange.
Where are we?
I don't know. Dillon's muttering about being an idiot.
You can see each other, and you can see a stick on top of Dillon.
A stick on top? I'm just trying to breathe right now.
Why is the air so heavy?
It's like pure oxygen, I think.
This air, it's almost like... I think I read about it in school. Back in the age of, dinosaurs and stuff, there was way more oxygen. In the early Earth, there was just much more oxygen, and it made everything bigger. Bigger bugs, bigger plants, even.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't think that explains much, but...
Wow. And Dylan's eyes are wide. This is like constant vertigo.
Yeah, I feel pretty dizzy.
Dylan realizes there's a stick on him. He looks at it and then throws it at Wayne.
Well, Wayne is on the floor, hyperventilating and shaking back and forth.
So that's just very rude.
Why'd you guys throw a stick at me?
We were trying to get you back out. Wayne, try and breathe slower. You just have to get used to it, I think.
And Dylan gets to his hands and knees, and he's sort of breathing shallow at the moment, and then stands up, and he's sort of you can see him breathing rapid but shallow.
Dylan, can you check on Wayne? I'm just gonna lie here because I kind of feel like I'm gonna fall into the sky.
And he cups his hands over his mouth and nose. So as in like a mask. That helps. Well, because then you're not breathing as much oxygen, right? As the theory. Well, it seems to be helping him at least anyway. In his head,
Effect.
it could be a placebo effect. Who knows? But whatever.
Very powerful. Very powerful.
It seems to be working for him. And he walks over to Mark and pokes Mark in the side with his...
Lizzie says, please check on Wayne. So he goes over to Mark.
So slightly kicks him. Hey, you feeling okay?
Yeah. I'm able to adjust, I think.
All right, where's Wayne? And he walks over to Wayne and kicks Wayne in the side. How are you doing?
Wayne is still hyperventilating and shaking after being beat by a stick and kicked.
Well, in fairness, you weren't beaten by a stick. I just threw it at you.
He just says that?
Cup your hands over your mouth. It acts as a mask and helps.
We'll do that.
I don't think there's any science to that, but okay.
Goes to show it, you know, noob.
I mean, I don't think it would do anything, but if it helps you, go for it.
You two have to keep questioning my reality. It's f***ing fine. Look, see? I'm breathing just fine.
Just don't breathe too fast, and I think everyone should get used to it. I hope. And Liz is gonna start trying to sit up and take a look around at not just the sky. Who do you think was here?
Yeah, I don't know. Where the heck are we?
Somewhere with a lot more oxygen and a lot more stars. I don't think we can be anywhere near where we were, 'cause you don't see stars like that anywhere near a city. Maybe like out in the middle of the desert, but we're not in the desert.
Are we still in the same forest?
I don't even know if we're on the same planet.
We have to be on the same planet. I mean, I think.
Why would we be on a different planet?
There's more oxygen here. That doesn't just change.
You said there used to be more oxygen, so maybe it's somewhere where there still is, or
Yeah,
something.
millions of years ago. That's
Well-
not now. Or
Well,
it
maybe it
shouldn't be.
is going back millions of years any weirder than going to a different planet?
I don't know.
Well, look, someone was here, at least. Maybe we should look for them. They would know what's going on, probably. It looks like they're DARPA.
And Dillon pulls his hands down away from his face. Ah. Okay. Your body just needs to get used to this.
I think
Wow.
so.
It's a constant buzz.
Yeah, it's weird. How are you holding up, Wayne?
He's shaking much slower now.
Well, whatever the thing, the water, whatever that was, it's gone. So we can't just go back that way, so we have to find another one or someone or something. The fire's not lit, so no one's here right now. I mean, also, they probably would have noticed us drop out of whatever that was if they were here right now.
All right, well, I'm going to go light the fire. And Dillon makes his way over to the fire pit and looks to see if he can make a fire out of fiery stuff.
Lizzie's gonna go take a look at whatever boxes are around with the DARPA name. Okay. She's opening them and looking through. Okay, she'll grab the map. She'll grab the flashlight as well as extra batteries and put those in her bag. And grab some matches in case Dillon is unable to light the fire with fiery stuff. Okay, well, she hands him a book of matches.
A book?
Yeah?
Of matches.
Yeah?
A book of matches?
Yeah?
Yeah, the ones that you have to rip out from the cardboard.
Yeah, a book of matches.
All right. Well, Dillon will catch the book of matches and remove one and striketh the match and throw it onto the fire. Stuff that is there to burn and create heat and light.
There's a map. Guess who wrote it?
Is
A
it
woman?
Uh-huh.
the same one from before?
Uh-huh. Same handwriting.
How do you know it's the same handwriting?
'Cause I've seen her handwriting.
Okay.
It looks like there's, well, a bunch of water about 500 meters ahead of us. But it's like bigger than a pond, but smaller than a lake. And then there's a bunch of notes on the map. Part of it says hatchery.
What's a hatchery?
Where you hatch something, like chickens or... Well, mostly chickens, I guess. But you could hatch anything that would hatch.
Snakes?
Sure, they can hatch.
Crocodiles?
I think they do?
Well, you said near water, right? So.
Well, no, that
crocodiles?
bit, that's not the water bit. That's just part of the map. The water bit's what looks closest to us. There's also some food and water if anyone needs any.
Yeah, that's a good idea. We probably should have brought some with us before going into the woods.
Why? We didn't think we were gonna go through a portal.
Well, no, but still.
Well, there's water and there's a bunch of, like, ration food that won't go bad. So it doesn't look that good, but it's food.
Better than nothing, I guess.
Why are you cutting a pepper?
To consume it.
Are you. Oh,
Like a bell pepper.
Raw?
Not like a... Yeah,
Yeah,
you can
what?
just eat... You can eat raw
It's
bell
a red.
peppers.
It's a red pepper.
gross.
No, it's much better than a cooked pepper.
What? No.
I hate cooked peppers. Raw are fine.
Stir fried.
Ew, gross.
No, you're gross.
Nope. Cooked peppers are.
No. Let's cook it. Let's cook it up.
No, just eat it.
No, we're cooking it.
No.
Yes.
Why?
Have you not ever had stir fry peppers?
Gross.
Gross. No, not gross.
Yes. Gross.
Nice.
No.
Bit of soy sauce, a bit of sweet
sauce is
soy,
Not
bit of
on peppers.
onion, throw in some garlic.
Stir fry lots of things. Broccoli, bok choy. Tons and tons of things are good stir fried. Not peppers.
Yep, bok choy's nice, but
Mm,
broccoli probably not so much.
broccoli is very good.
Says you.
Yeah, it's good for you too. All its iron.
It's not good for you.
It is so.
It's not.
Uh-huh.
No.
Vitamin C and iron and all sorts of stuff.
Well, I can get vitamin C from oranges and iron from meat, so I don't need broccoli, do I? It's got that really weird green texture flavor that
What is
Makes-
a
makes it-
texture flavor?
it makes it feel like you're eating like rolled up bits of wet, crusty paper.
Only if you eat it raw. Then it makes your tongue itch. So I don't like raw broccoli.
Well, why are you eating broccoli raw?
Well, if you have like a tray of cut up vegetables, right? Sometimes there's broccoli, but it's not very good raw.
Anyway, we're cooking the peppers.
Maybe we shouldn't go tonight, because we don't know where we are, and it's dark.
And the doorway seemed to close when... I wonder why it closed when Wayne got through.
Well, was it still here when you came through? Was it still there? Like, could you have come
Yep.
back?
Nope, it was still there.
Then why
And
didn't you
then
come
that's
back?
when you threw a stick at me.
No one threw a stick at you. Mark tried pushing the stick through so you could grab onto it and get pulled back, but instead it pulled the stick through.
Well, it must have acted like a slingshot because it literally threw it at me. And then you guys looked like you jumped through.
Didn't jump, just went and put my hand on it, which is a lot more rational than sticking your tongue on it.
It's water.
I don't know if it was. It kind of felt like swimming really, really fast, really far down, but then it was more like space.
And it was pretty hard to breathe in there.
Yeah. What on earth is DARPA doing?
I don't even know when or where we are.
No one does. Well, I mean, I guess if the DARPA people are here, they do. I hope.
Is there another facility on this map?
The only other place on here that has a name really is the hatchery. So if you go north, there's the pond, and then if you went west, you could get to the hatchery. So I guess DARPA's hatching something?
I don't think it's chickens.
I don't know. It doesn't say. But whatever it is, it's brought to us by the same person behind camera, birds that talk, and sphere that pulls all the adults into a weird clearing for no good reason.
Yeah, that's not good, is it?
Probably not. I think we should probably wait till it's light before we try going anywhere.
Yeah, I'm not walking around in the dark out here.
Yeah, no. I think I saw a tent in the crate on the right there. Anyone know how to set up a tent?
Sure.
You sound very confident.
Well, I don't go camping that often. When I do, it's usually by myself.
Without a tent?
So, I usually set up one of those little single man tents.
Well, let's figure out how to set up this one. And Lizzie's gonna start pulling the tent out of the crate.
Does it even come with instructions?
It comes with instructions and someone has written on it, past tense.
I guess after a couple of hours, we have the tent set up.
A couple of hours. I hope we're not that bad at it.
Why not? It's in the dark, and we're relying on your flashlight and
And a fire, and
the firelight.
and another. There's 2 flashlights now. Lizzie will hand another flashlight to whoever wants a flashlight.
Where'd you find the flashlight?
In the crate, where I
And it
found
had
everything.
batteries.
Yeah, there's extra batteries too. I've got them in my backpack.
Well, wonder what kind of food they have.
Rations,
Rations. Oh, it's that military sort of stuff.
stuff that won't go bad. There's water, there's food, the flashlight, and the batteries I took, and the map, and there was a tent.
All right, Wainster, you're in charge of cooking dinner.
He's just laying on the ground in a ball.
Just don't yell at me if you catch something on fire.
Tales from the Loop is produced by Free League, starring SPG as Wayne, Raveninsane as Dillon, Shadow as Mark, Emily as Lizzie, and Ghost as the Storyteller. Sound and music by Sirenscape and Epidemic. This has been a Crit Fail production. Thanks for listening.